Good morning, watching Sky News weather. It's the start of the snow season this weekend, but there's no snow on the ground, no natural snow, and there's barely any man-made snow. It hasn't been cold enough over the last few weeks to make snow. As a result, while the resorts will be open for business in terms of restaurants and hotels, for example, I don't think you will be expecting any skiing or snowboarding through this weekend. We are going to see some snow, though, next week. Now, my snow report will be coming up shortly with more details on that. The main weather story, though, we're following today is our northwest cloud band, which is delivering drought relief to southern parts of Australia. And for the cropping and grazing areas of southern Australia, this is exactly what we need. A nice, thick, juicy band of cloud with some juicy rain falling out of the sky. Here's the radar then. Good falls overnight through the southern pastoral and northern agricultural parts of South Australia. Many towns here have seen over 10 millimetres, including Whyalla, Port Augusta, Port Pirie. Adelaide's only had light falls overnight. At the moment, most of that rain is to the north of Adelaide, and is extending all the way across the Riverlands and the Murraylands. For Victoria, well, we can see that rain moving through the Mallee, the Wimmera, the northern country, the northeast, and the southern inland of New South Wales. Melbourne's got some light patchy rain on the radar. Tasmania's had a wet night too, although the showers there are mostly through the western half and through the north. There's not too much along the east coast. 24-hour rain totals now. Adelaide 2.6 millimetres, but Whyalla and Port Augusta 12 millimetres of rain. It's been the heaviest rain in months in these towns. Mildura's had 6, Swan Hill's had 8 millimetres of rain, Bendigo 5. Melbourne only 0.6 by 9 a.m. And for Tasmania, a handy 17.6 in Launceston. Tasmania is one part of southern Australia where we have seen some pretty good rain over the last few months. But further north is where it's been dry, and that's where we're going to see some good rain continuing today. You can see right across South Australia and through northern Victoria and southern New South Wales, we're expecting, including what we've already seen, about 10 to 15 millimetres today, and some rain, probably less than 10 millimetres though, spreading out to central New South Wales this afternoon and tonight, but only very light falls for coastal areas. New South Wales coast, Victorian coast, including Melbourne and Sydney, only very light falls, less than 5 millimetres. For South Australia, all that rain, you can see it contracts east and clears as we move through Friday. For Tasmania, the showers will ease and contract back to the west, so very handy falls for the southeast. And we're expecting more rain next week. In my rain report, which comes up shortly too, we'll have more details. Now, we have been tracking strong winds through Victoria. We've had gusts at Wilson's Promontory, up to 113 kilometres per hour this morning. We do have a warning in place for the top of the ranges. Now, Thredbo had a gust of 141 overnight. The winds are already starting to ease back, and this warning will probably be cancelled soon, but for now, gusts up to 100 kilometres per hour possible just along the top of the ranges, although Ballarat is included in that warning area, and so is the Otway Ranges in the southwest corner of Victoria. Along the east coast, we've already had heavy rain this week. Not much today. We're just left with onshore winds and light showers today, so there's really not much in it. But around the Sunshine Coast, we have seen more than 20 millimetres in the past 24 hours. You won't get that much today. In WA, flash flooding no longer occurring through the Pilbara, but it's still raining around Port Hedland, and that rain band extends down to the southeast. For the southwest corner of WA, we're seeing a quieter day compared to earlier in the week, but there's another front on the way. There it is, that band of rain. Now, it's going to move in later on Saturday. More good falls on the way this weekend for southwest WA, big turnaround there. And finally, the latest temperatures. It's a cold start to the day in Western Australia, just 7 degrees in Perth. We had some fog there overnight. It's already clearing up, though. We've got temperatures over the southeast. They really haven't changed since the minimum. The minimums were above 10 degrees because of the cloud cover, which acts like a blanket. And they haven't risen, again, because of the cloud cover. We're not seeing too much sunshine today. So Melbourne sitting on 12.4, which is what you were sitting on at about sunrise. Sydney just 14 degrees right now. A little bit warmer in Brisbane, 19.2 degrees.